Hello, humans. Lovely to see your little faces. Oh, bless you. I'm probably at that point where I'm sort of losing it now during this lockdown. I think we can safely say that. I've been living on my own, and I have started drawing faces on the fruit in my fruit bowl. Just so I feel like I have a bit of company. You know, that's how I'm getting through this. It works well for me. I've got Mr. Krabby Apple. He's a charming man. He's a French Golden Delicious. He is French, so we don't get on that well. Obviously, we have a lot of political differences. And being French, he's only an apple for 7 hours of the day, and then he takes the rest of the day off. So, you know... So we're all learning things during this time, aren't we? We're all learning different experiences, different things. We're all very fucking spatially aware now, aren't we? That's the one good thing. We are all spatially aware after suffering this pandemic, the old 2-metre rule. I don't mean to be disparaging to the gentlemen watching this, but I'm finding that women are a lot better at adhering to the 2-metre rule. I don't know whether you'd agree or not. I'm just... Yes? Yeah. And I'm not having a go at the blokes. I'm not doing that. I'm not bloke bashing. I don't think it's your fault, lads. I really don't. I think it's born out of years and years and years of trying to convince people that that is 6 inches. And... obviously, you spread that out into a 2-metre scenario. It's going to have knock-on implications, isn't it? I've seen married couples in supermarkets, him going, that is definitely 2 metres, Maureen. I've used my own yardstick to measure it out. Anybody else attempted the foolhardy thing of trying to better themselves during this period of history? Anybody trying to do that? No. I mean, I started good. First lockdown, I thought, you know, I'll do something connected with nature. I started keeping bees. Yeah, thank you. You're right to be impressed. Thank you. Yes, doing my bit. I've got one. It got caught behind the window, and I thought... sod it, I'll keep that. So... because they never stipulate how many you've got to have, do they? I mean, technically, I'm a beekeeper. I mean, more accurately, I'm the keeper of a bee, but I feel that's being picky. Second lockdown, I did that classic thing. I went, come on, Zozo, really trying to prove yourself here. So I decided to tackle French, Italian, and Spanish. Yes, the big 3. And I can say to you, rather proudly, that I absolutely nailed all 3 of those. In the form of Beaujolais, Pinot Grigio, and Albarino. Nailed it. Nothing left on the shelf. Oh, yeah. Winning. I don't know how many drinks you allow yourself on a night when you're not drinking, but mine's about 4, so you've got to get to it the way you can. What constitutes fun now is different, isn't it? It is. I mean, my credit card details got stolen 2 weeks ago, and ordinarily that would be a right pain in the arse. Now, during this, I just thought, good for them. They had a ball, spent a fortune. I thought, good for... at least my money's getting out more than I am. That's nice. It's been very interesting politically as well this time, hasn't it? I think we've looked around the globe and discovered that to a large degree we are now governed by people with an awful lot of confidence, yet fuck all ability. It's been quite an eye-opener. So much confidence, absolutely nothing to back it up, absolutely. I mean, look at our own Prime Minister, he looks like... it's a man who looks like... well, he looks like a Labrador that's accidentally tumble-dried himself, doesn't he? So... one of those YouTube videos where somebody would stumble into the utility room and go, oh, Barney, have you done that again? Do you know what confidence without ability looks like? You'll see it any night of the week. You'll see it any night of the week. You know, when the pubs are open, you'll see it particularly. It's a very, very pissed person crossing a very, very busy road. That's what it is. It's like, hey! I've got this! Woo! No skills. I mean, I'm a middle-aged lady, and I, no, really. And I'm at that awful age where you realise you're just slightly too old to die tragically young. That's where I'm at. And the sort of age where people go, how old was she? Oh, yeah, it does happen, doesn't it? Yeah. Just putting on a sock. I'm fascinated by what particularly women my age do to boost their confidence, because they do. Women, you know, they worry about their appearance. They worry about the decaying of the outer husk, as I like to refer to my body now. And my lockdown guilty secret is late at night. I like to watch those very late at night, usually Channel 5 programmes about people having ridiculous plastic surgery. Anybody else? Anybody else? Come on, yes, admit it, yes. Because it doesn't require any thought, does it? You can just sit there in your vest, you know, one nut out. I'm usually eating butter with my fists like that. Just looking at them going, God, look at these losers, honestly. I mean, how do you let yourself get like that? I was watching one the other night and there was a woman on there, middle-aged lady, a little bit younger than me, very beautiful woman, and she had what I think you'd probably describe it as a cracking rack. I think that's the technical term. She had good tits. You'd have looked at them and gone, good tits, well done, good tits, well done, good tits. There was sort of a grapefruit-sized tit, which I think is a sufficient amount of tit. I mean, you know, I think it's enough, isn't it? I mean, who's ever finished a whole grapefruit? You don't. There's always a little bit left over. So I would have said enough booby. But she wasn't happy with that. She wanted the slightly bigger sort of cantaloupe style, I guess, is the next sort of fruit thing up. She wanted the bigger boobies, and that's what she had done. She had it done in the programme. The doctor put in implants for her, and they always have a little follow-up where they come back, and the doctor took off the bandages, you know, and said to the woman, so Tiffany, hey, how do you feel now with your bigger boobies? And she turned to the doctor, and I kid you not, this is what she said. She went, I gotta be honest, doctor, I just feel so confident. I sat there like that, like... To do what? Float. I mean, that's all she's gained, isn't she? She's just more buoyant. That is it. She's literally just harder to drown. We're all just trying to get through, you know, do what we can, ease the stress. My friend, because I live in Brighton, I have a friend who's been listening to whale music. That's irksome. She says, I listen to whale music. I said, no, you don't. She said, yes, I do. I said, no, you don't. She said, I do, so. I went, no, you don't, because it's not music, is it? It's not whale music, is it? It's not a couple of minkies coming across the North Sea bashing away on a couple of cellos, is it? It's not music. It's not the Moby Dick Awards, is it? It's whale chat. That's what it is. It's chat. It's two big mammals having a conversation. I said, why do you listen to that? She went, well, I find it very ethereal, quite mystical. I went, it ain't. She went, it is. It isn't. I said, they don't know you're sitting here in Brighton on your yoga mat with your Tibetan singing bowl, finding it mystical. They're just having a convo. That's all they're doing. I don't mean to piss on anybody's parade, but all I'm saying is, if the Blue Planet had come with subtitles and you could actually see what whales were saying to each other, I think it would seem a lot less mythical. Don't you agree? You'll have to go with this, right? Imagine two whales coming along, humpbacks, if you will, right? Two whales coming along, right? They're swimming behind each other, right? You've got to imagine this. You've got to do some work here, people. What I'm giving you here is very much essence of whale, and I'm treating you like the creative adults that you are to fill in the rest of the whale in your own brains. You know? You can have that, but I'm not giving you anything else. Imagine the subtitles. Brian! deaf, he's bloody deaf. Try again, I'll try again, okay, I'll try again. Brian! You can't hear me. I'm gonna give it one more go. You've left your keys! Just a little less mystical, that's all I'm saying. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been so much fun. Listen, we'll all come out of this, I hope, better and braver people. I hope we'll make better decisions for ourselves and be braver as people after all of this. Because prior to this situation that we've experienced commonly, you know, I bet you often turned to your friends and went, well, what's the worst thing that can happen? You know, what's the worst thing that can happen? But I don't think we ever really connected with those words. And now we know, globally, what's the worst thing that can happen? Well, somebody you've never heard of or never met thousands of miles away will do something unspeakable to a bat, and 12 months later you'll be queuing for 45 minutes in the pissing rain to get into a post office. We know what's the worst thing that can happen. Make brave choices, be good, enjoy yourselves. Good night. Thank you very, very much. Cheers.